All right. We are talking about, hit those lights for me. We're talking about fractions, mixed operations with fractions, but we need to look at them in word problems. So that's what we're looking at today. Let's read this word problem. Go ahead, Soraya.
Keontae, Demetria, and Deontay are traveling to the circus. They are wondering how long the drive will be. If they have traveled 5 1/2 miles one day, 11 2/7 miles the next day, and 4 1/6 miles on the last day, how many total miles did they drive?
Okay. Are there any missing pieces? Did we know did we know the distance that they travel every day? Yes. Now we're finding a what? What's that T word? Total. When you're talking about bar models, you first start out with the total. Now, if you know the total, you write it in the bar model. If you don't, you put a question mark. So we're looking for a total. And we know bar model starts out as one big bar. We don't know the total because our question says how many total miles did they drive. Okay? But I first want to use my buck method. Use my buck method. What does box B stand for? Box what? Box the question. Okay? And the question is, how many total miles did they drive? Okay. U says what? Underline the what? Important numbers. Numbers. I can tell y'all in the studying buck. You better be glad I'm not in the punishing room. Okay? 4 1/6, 11 2/7, and 5 1/2. Okay? What does C stand for? Circle what? Crack the math code terms. Good, Soraya. Do you see any? Start from the first line. Keontae, Demetria, and Deontay are traveling to the circus. They are. Any cracking the math code terms? No. They are wondering how long the drive will be. If they have traveled 5 1/2 miles one day, any cracking the math codes? No. 11 2/7 miles the next day, and 4 1/6 miles on the last day. How many? Any cracking the math codes? Yes, I see. And how many? And total. All of them mean what? Add. So since I only see addition, I'm probably gonna add. Now, how many different days did they drive? 3 different days. So if my total bar is the whole piece, think about fractions. That's my whole. How many individual pieces will be under that bar? Say it, no, 3. Yeah. And they represent the days that I drove. So this will be day 1, day 2, and day 3. Okay. Now, do I know the total? No. Do I know the amount of miles that I travel each individual day? Yes. What did I travel on day 1?
5
1/2. What did I travel on day 2?
11 2/7.
What did I travel on day 3?
1/6.
Okay. I know that when bars are side by side, that means what operation? Add. And I seen one of those like that on my quiz, didn't I? You had 3 1/3 beside each other, and some of y'all knew to add them, some of you didn't. Or was it 3 1/8?
It was
1/8, I think. Now I know I have to do what with these mixed numbers to find my total. Add them up. This is the show work, people. On buck, after we do the B, the U, the C, and the K, it says draw a picture. This bar model is your picture. Okay? Now I can see why you added. Okay? Now I can see why you added every now and then. Just hit a button. Hit the down arrow or something. You can see why you added. What am I going to add first? 5 1/2 and what? 11 2/7. What am I going to do with that 4 and 1 6? Just leave it right there. I'm going to get to it, right? Stack them. Let's do it. 5 and 1/2 plus 11 and 2 7s. Anybody want to go ahead and guess? And I'm going to erase that right there because I'm going to need that room. Anybody want to guess what the denominator is going to be? Somebody said 14. Well, how'd you get it? 2 times 7. But what way do I want you to start trying? Skip counting. What would I skip count by? 2s and 7s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 7, 14. Lucky for you, the least common denominator is 14. Okay? Now, how did I get from 7 to 14? Times 2. What else do I multiply by 2? The numerator. And I get, how did I get from 2 to 14?
7.
Times 7. And I multiply this 1 times 7. And I get, yeah, now, and I know I'm adding here. I can do my math. What am I adding?
7 plus 4.
7 14ths plus 4 14ths. Or as Ramir said, 7 plus 4, and I get 11. And 5 plus 11 is 16. I take this 16 and this 11 over 14 and combine them to 16 and 11 14ths. Do you see that?
Yes.
All right. What do I do with the 4 and 1 6? Add it to it. I got to repeat this process all over again. I'm going to do it over here. Okay? Let me look and make sure that that can be seen. And you can't see it. I take the 16 and 11 14 and add it to 4 and 1 6. Who knows what the the least common denominator will be? Some of y'all want to multiply right now and say 84, and 84 will work, but it's not the smallest. If you skip count by what? What numbers? 6s and 14s. You end up realizing that it's 42. And if I keep going, I'll come up to 42. 42 here, 42 here. How did I get from 6 to 7 to 42? Times 7. So 1 times 7 is 7. How did I get from 14 to 42? Times 3. So I do 11 times 3. And I get 33. What am I doing? Adding. What am I adding? 33 over
42.
Plus
7 over 42.
And I get 40. 42. Can something divide into those?
Yes. 2.
Can it go bigger?
4?
No.
4? Can it be 4? Let's try 2. And you get what? 20 over 21. That's the best I can do. So 20 over 21 here. And 16 plus 4. 20. Or 20 and 20. 20 and 20 21st. So that question mark turns into 20 and 20
21st.
21st. So when I'm missing the total, that top bar is empty. When it gives me the total and the pieces, I fill them in under the bottom, which is what we'll see next. Okay?
Okay.
A lot of math, isn't it?
Yes.
You better get used to it. Those are the problems you're going to be required to do. Okay?